Good evening, everyone. What's up? Just ate a satisfying meal, topped it off with amazing dessert. It's Mr. Hodges speaking. Previously, there was a video on TV shows that must come to an end. This is gonna be a sequel to that because 3 TV shows were forgotten of that were supposed to be in that video. That is why there will be a second part to the video TV shows that must come to an end, or in a more harsh manner, TV shows that must die and not come back to TV again. The first show in this video to start off with is Tom and Jerry. They better not make any more Tom and Jerry spin-offs. There were several Tom and Jerry spin-offs, one of them being babies long after the original. The Tom and Jerry Tales from 2006 to 2008, which ran on Kids WB, later as reruns of Cartoon Network. And finally, from 2014, only about a year and a half ago, the Tom and Jerry Show. That is not well known. Ugh. That show is unexplainable. The animation is very dull. It's very vague. The animation is vague. It's just flash animation almost, because there's no detail into the animation at all. And why on earth is it just showing is not showing the faces of the characters? If they're not going to show the faces of the characters in Tom and Jerry, then why on earth are they even in the show? Oh yeah, the reason why they don't make Tom and Jerry talk, because that would make the entire audience upset. And that would probably make the audience upset too. But they better not make any more episodes. That show was a disaster. And it barely even was changed at all. And the story was unexplainable. Like, how does Tom live in the middle of nowhere, at being owned as a pet along with Spike and Jerry and Pike? And what else? Oh yeah, being part of a lab experiment. That's not even explained how it even works. So they need to end that show forever and not let it come back to TV again. Next show, Sonic. There was a Sonic on 4Kids TV, and it was an old video game, but Sonic Boom, more like Sonic Boo Hoo, was that even necessary to make another show about Sonic? No, it wasn't. Third show, Thomas the Tank Engine, aka Thomas the Tootsie, Thomas the Travesty. It's nothing but that show has been downhill probably for like at least a decade. 12 years, maybe? Almost. But the show was revived and taken over. The only reason why the show exists is for money. That's it. One could go on and on talking about how atrocious this TV show is and how detrimental it is to kids' education. But it's just not worth it. It's already been spoken of in a rant. If one wants to see a whole rant on Thomas the Tank Engine, a 20-minute rant, check it out. It's on the channel. It's called Rant/Thomas the Tank Engine. But that show, it's barely watchable. And it is probably one of the most redundant shows on TV, although there are many of them. Last but not least, Pokemon. They're on Pokemon X and Y after ending Black and White. Ugh, Pokemon went downhill in 2007. Ugh, Pokemon needs to be scrapped for good. It's been on for over 15 years. Ugh, Pokemon was never great to begin with, really. It was meh in the beginning. It got repetitive and just went downhill after Battle Frontier. Like Diamond and Pearl, ugh. Black and White was even worse, and X and Y is probably as bad as Black and White. Why is Pokemon they're still making episodes like Tom and Jerry and Sonic? Nothing has changed about this show except that the adventures, that's it. Ash and Pikachu haven't changed at all. And why is it even called Pokemon? It should be named The Adventures of Ash and Pikachu. That's what the story revolves around. And why on earth is it about them and not about the other characters? Ugh. And the characters are just weird. Why is there an African American girl in a film if this is a Japanese show? And then there's a blonde chick, yet this show, a blonde girl, yet this show is made in Japan. What on earth? Unexplainable aspects about why the show has gone downhill. Very questionable indeed. And the Pokemon look worse than they did before. Some of them at least. Diamond and Pearl, there were a few that looked like animal waste, literally. Well, there aren't many more shows to speak of. These are all the shows that weren't mentioned in part 1, which wasn't supposed to be a part 1. Sorry about that. If there are any other shows, just let one know in the comments. There probably weren't, because most of the other shows like Phineas and Ferb already ended, thank goodness. But these shows need to come to an end. It gives one a headache thinking about when these shows are going to end. Probably not for many years, sadly. Hopefully Yu-Gi-Oh! Ended too. They better have ended Yu-Gi-Oh! With that, that is all there is to say for this video. See you on the next video. Peace out. Yeah, good night.